Hello and welcome back to City Skylines. Welcome back to another episode. I know I said last episode would be a one and done, but I made some changes to the city we started. The city of Barkerville. It started out okay, and then traffic began to build up, and I realized that we couldn't really solve it without demolishing most of the roads, which is what I've done. Why don't we load into the old city and then in the new city and see if there's any difference? And here we have the current city of Barkerville, and as you can kind of see, we have a highway connection, a single highway connection which goes into a Cloverleaf Junction, and then from there the traffic splits left and right. If we look at the zoning, on the right is all the industry and office space, and on the left is living and commercial. We have some high density living spaces, we have some low density living spaces, we've got a bunch of hospitals and schools and various bits and pieces. It's fine. The trouble is, if anyone's trying to get to work by going left to right or right to left, they kind of get choked up here at this double roundabout system. It's not great, and this is the thing that I didn't think we could solve. We added another roundabout. Some traffic does in fact filter into the town, but most of it is trying to go to here and then go any which way, which is an issue. We do have some public transport. We got a subway, which is fine. It's doing a big old loop of the city, but it's not really carrying that many people. We also have a Zeppelin, a blimp flying around. In fact, we've got a couple of them. But again, it's not really doing much. And even though we've got a little relief road at the bottom, people aren't really using it that much. This is fine, but I don't think it's that sustainable without actually making some huge changes, which is what we've done. And this is what we've done. The updated Barkerville. We now have two highway connections. So that's two highway connections going to Cloverleafs in the center of a ring system. And the ring system has on it trams. So we've got a bunch of tramways. Everything is now linked with public transport. You want to go from one side of the ring to the other, public transport. You want to go from one ring to another, public transport. We got public transport everywhere. We still have, if we bring out this, a bunch of area map for office space. We have a bunch of low density commercial. We have some high density commercial. We have high density residential on the inner ring, and the very outer ring is low density residential. We got low density residential in the middle. Wow, there's a lot of stuff, and it's also kind of dry in here, so I'm kind of choking on my own words. And we have all of the industry mapped out. We have some areas that aren't filled in at the moment, and if we look at the traffic, it should be fairly okay. Yeah, we've got some traffic here, but what we could probably do is just turn off these traffic lights. There's not that many cars all backed up, so if I hit space and let everything just do its thing. Yeah, I think these red bits, trams and traffic lights. So if we wanted to, we could just turn off the traffic lights, and those little hotspots are going to ease up. Currently the traffic flow is 84%, and it's not too bad. What I've also done is, we've got electricity through the entire place. Electricity and water is now all clustered to the north of the city, which is fine. To the, north, south, east, west. I guess this is west. How do you remember it? Naughty elephants squirt water. We also have our, if we do this, water. So the water is just a huge grid system underneath the city. Pollution. Let's check out pollution. There we go. All of our trash recycling centers are here on this little spur. We got some helicopters as well, just going in and out. So the emergency services can come in and out of here. The population currently is 9,169, which is about the same as we had before. In fact, it's identical to what we had before, and we've got not all of the area is currently used, which is nice. We still have a little problem because what we did is we unlocked everything, which means that, well, employment is pretty low and education is not that great at the moment. If we go to education, capacity 4,200, and the number of people are uneducated 64%. That should go down, I guess. High school, yeah. Public library users, capacity 400, so the public library users is kind of going up. Yeah, noise, not too bad in the residential areas. We got some parks and things, but most of the residential areas are pretty free of noise. And in terms of transport, I did put a blimp system in, but it was causing noise and causing people to get sick, so I took the blimps out. But we have the tram system, which is taking 476 people per week, which is way more than the metro was. And if we zoom in, we've got all of these lines. But the thing is, the tram lines aren't full capacity, so we could, some of these roads just don't have anything, but all these purple roads are in fact tram roads. So we could put more trams in, that's not an issue. In terms of, let's check anything else. We got road maintenance, but we only have a couple of road maintenance depots. Coverage is high. Condition normal. Some of it's actually been boosted. Oh, neat. So yeah, the road crews will be going out boosting the roads, which is neat. Crime is 6%. 26 people in jail. What else have we got? Levels. Yeah, residential is kind of like mid to high, I guess. And okay, that's population. Is there anything else? Oh, healthcare. Health seems pretty good. Yeah, health seems fine. We're just waiting for people to fill in the jobs. Ultimately, we need more people. Now we could put more low density residential in, or we could put a bunch of high density residential in. Let's get off of this and close that panel. So yeah, we got spaces like this that we could just brush in. Let me do that. Boop. Fill that in. This area in the middle, it's kind of I didn't really know what to do with it. We had a couple of circles left and right, and then I figured, well, we have to join everything together. So we've got the tram lines. There's one of the trams just sort of stopping there. People get off. And do they cross the road, or do they just walk down the center? Oh, they're walking down the center of the road. I guess they get to the end and then just cross the road here. Yeah, they do. So maybe just leaving the traffic lights in is fine. Because people are absolutely going to want to walk around the city. I did think about putting paths in around this area, but it's kind of tight, and I don't really want to reduce the number of houses that are going in. We've got a few areas that we could just straight up get rid of that and that. That and that. I think these things will probably solve themselves in the future, but what we could do is just speed up time. Doop and doop. So it's now the fastest it can possibly be. Oh, did I just demolish some? Oh, I just demolished someone's business. Oopsie poopsie. Should have been more speed, less haste. I think that's it. Let's get rid of that. Do we need to demolish? No. I mean, eventually what will happen is those buildings will be built over anyway. I think they become a fire hazard though. Oh yeah, look at the industrial. Is that the industrial area? Wait. Oh, because we've got the demolition tool up. I was like, wait a minute. Actually, is that zoned? Yeah, that's in. Oh, high density. Okay, high density commercial, which is currently suffering. And we can get rid of some of these. I'm just like, wait a second, is that? But because they're right on the actual, high density commercial. It's fine. We got the little Twitter drone flying around, Twitter hot air balloon. Kind of cool that this thing is. What is this? Oh, I can't remember what it's called in the game. It's not Twitter, but it's like a Twitter clone. They're just like, ooh, let's call it Chirper. I think that's what it is. So people are coming and building. In terms of population, is that actually going up? Which one's population? I can never remember. So we've got road maintenance districts. There it is, little grey person. We've now got 10,000, 10,300, 10,356, 75, 65, 70. So yeah, the number of people coming into the city is pretty decent. Did I just demolish the wrong building again? I guess the more people come in and the more people that end up getting educated, 10,400, the more people that get educated, the less we're going to have to do this. And I think that's just a fire risk. And also people don't like the look of abandoned buildings. Gone. Everything's going up though. Everything seems to be okay. Yeah, everything seems fine. Traffic. It's calmed down a bit. It's literally just those traffic lights. But otherwise, average traffic flow is 85, 84, 85, 83, 85. Yeah, it's just bouncing around. So it's literally just bouncing around depending on the lights. Trash. Oh, crime is again fairly low. Noise is manageable. Trash is garbage processing status. So our capacity is 264,000 units, and we're currently processing 173,000 units. So this area on the outside of town, which is just utilities and things, might need to be expanded on or maybe improved. We've also got the prison out here as well, so we could probably do that. Garbage. It's garbage day. Yeah, maybe we just thoroughly update this entire area. Otherwise, yeah, it's fine. Electricity. I think we can probably demolish that line now. There we go. Yeah, when I first built this, I just built a couple of circles, and then you had to have power lines running everywhere, which was something of an issue. Population is now at 11,000, so the speed is still fully up, which is fine. Mostly adults, mostly families, mostly seniors. That's what those colours mean. So the purple is mostly adults, grey is mostly seniors, and mostly families are dark green. Neat. In terms of education, uneducated has dropped to 55%, educated is 36%, well-educated is 8%, and highly educated is 2%. And capacity for everything is pretty decent still. I resisted temptation of like putting all of the stuff in the middle, although eligible. We could probably stand to put a high school in the middle, elementary school in the middle somewhere. Somewhere along here? Oh, it's going to get all of this area. That would, though. We would end up demolishing a bunch of... What is that? Is that a park? No, that's someone's house. Oh, we can squeeze... Let's squeeze it in... Now it's just finding places to squeeze it in without demolishing too many people's houses. That would be okay. That would be best. That does in fact squeeze in and doesn't get in the way. And I guess we could do that there as well. Yeah, I think... There we go. There we go. Elementary schools are now in. So that's fine. Let's go back. Is it that most businesses are now getting workers? There are still a few going down, but I think because the population has gone up so much, what are we at? 13,000. Demand for everything is medium demand for commercial zone. Alright, and we can slow that down again. And we can close the information and go to zoning. Yeah, we can absolutely do a bit more commercial. That's not so we got a bunch of office space. Demand for Low demand for industry or offices. Industry and offices. Right, okay. Well. High density commercial it is. We could put it around... Actually, is this all working? Yeah, it all seems to be working now. It's all picking up, except... There are still a few places that are... I think I might just leave that for the time being. If there are places that are still going under because they don't have enough people. Speed it up then. Alright. But it does appear that some places are going under and then just being almost immediately replaced there. That one's being almost immediately replaced. If we go to transport, 785 people are now riding the trams every week, which is pretty decent. And in terms of traffic, 79%. It's these areas here. I think, is it just because everyone is coming along the central corridor? I think it is. What we could probably stand to do is having a central corridor that doesn't have any any restrictions in terms of things like crossroads and the like. Yeah, it seems like the bulk of people are trying to get from one side to the other. Unfortunately, I don't think we can make stacked roads. So if we go to that, if we go here, highways, I don't think we can do that. Or we can try. Boop. No. We can go straight across. But I don't think we can build out... No, because it wants to connect. Okay, fine. It'd be kind of fun to build a raised highway through the center of town, which is just super speedy. We could always make a little dip, although that would be quite difficult to do, so the cars could drive off and then go underground from one side to another. That might be possible. But then they would... that might cause other issues. Could we do it here? A tunnel came off and then went down? No, space already occupied. Alright. So I think it's at this point where you start thinking, well, I could do some really crazy things. I don't think we can even get a straight line in there. Doot. Oh, we could. We could absolutely do that. I don't think we could connect that to anything. Slope too steep? Yeah, the road system gets a little bit weird. You can build a tunnel. But then it just gets a little bit strange, so let's not do that. The idea would be that what you could do is build a tunnel down. I think it might need to angle in a certain direction. Let's get rid of that. But that would be the source of solving a lot of this traffic issue if we could have it pop up and then join the freeways here, so they could drive off and then pop up here, and then drive off and pop up here. I'm sure it's possible. It might... Oh. Yeah. I'm not entirely... Yeah. Maybe between episodes when we're not actually recording. But in terms of stuff, everything's kind of fine. Oh, here we go. High demand for residential zone. Oh no, high demand for residential zone. What do we possibly do? That is an excellent question. Well, what we can do is just build another one of these. Maybe even on the opposite side. That's completely possible. And then join it with... how would we do that? join it with trams and things. That's not impossible, or even subway. But wait, there's more! Is there though? Could we fit a cloverleaf in there? That's a real question. Doot, doot. Oh. Maybe is the answer. Okay. Let's pause that for a second. I think that's a definite possibility. If we get rid of this. Is it risky? It's kind of risky. Okay, and that's what we're looking for. But we would need to... Oh. Okay. Unfortunately, all these cars are now just going to be out in the middle of nowhere for a little bit. I can put it there. That's not impossible. Yeah, that's not impossible. Okay, let's do that then. And then fix this. Doot, 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 doot. Let's chase this back a little bit. Give ourselves some space. There we go. And then I think freeway barriers is a pretty decent shout. And we can go to there. To there. To there. And that's a little tight. Just a little tight. Oh, let's do that to there. That's better. That's better. So that will continue working. Fine, not a problem. And then we can join that to... Oh, can we join that to that? Oh, wait. Straight line. There we go. And then that to that. They're not happy. They're like, oh, we're not happy about this. We're not happy about this. Our tram line's broken here, which is something of a problem. And there's also a tunnel underground. So what we can do is go back. That's 2 lines with a tram up the middle. And connect that back together. What I'd probably do is move the whole thing a little bit further over. Would that work? I don't see why not. Okay, let's try that. Underground, please. Yeah. And then down to there. Right, that seems to be connected. Excellent, which means we get a little bit more space. Just a little bit, which we can just paint in. Done. And the tram line is all there and ready to go. Good, which means we now have a cloverleaf instead of like a T-section there. And we can then just build out from there. Which means, yeah, well, we could just have the city just going. Just a regular speed. That's fine. And the traffic is okay with that. Yeah, some of these cars are just driving around in a circle and then driving back on themselves. How very strange. Trams are going underneath the roadway. That's okay. That's fine. Good. Good, good, good. Now, how do we want to do this? That's an excellent question. I want to do to, let's say here, zoom out a little bit, grab ourselves one of these, and say, is that far enough? Why not? Why not? Okay, zoom in a bit more, grab ourselves another highway and go, right, that's all connected. Then we'll go out a little bit, left and right. Doot. And then I'm going to go doot back a little bit. That's fine. Go across, and go back. Nice. And then go across, and go back. There we go. So we got another start circle. Time is moving on, so traffic is actually doing its thing, which is fine. Good. And while that's doing that, what we can do is find ourselves so we already have it selected. Excellent. Now I'm just going to check up here. How it's 1, 2. Oh yeah, it's like here, and here. Well, we'll get the curve section and grab that from there. Nope, too far. Is that going to be okay? It's basically a 90 degree. There we go. There we go. And then go across. In fact, what we'll do is we'll use the straight section to go across. Because otherwise it gets a little confused. Does it? Yeah, it does. It really does. I want to go to there. There we go. Straight section across. It's easier to do it this way than it is just to otherwise mess around with it. And then to there, straight section across. I'm sure there's probably a shortcut for these. Or maybe there isn't, I have no idea. And then in, so we have a little circle. Which means we can build in this area. Like houses and stuff can now be built in this area. But wait, there's more! Of course there's more. We have 1, 2, 3, we actually have 4. So I don't know if this is going to be as big. But that's fine. Let's do... Is it to there? Just have to keep playing around with it, I guess. Is that right? Nope. A little bit more. One more? I kind of want it to be... I guess it's there then. I just don't want these grids overlapping. That's what I'm looking at. The little building tiles. Although, I don't think we're going to have much of a choice. Space already occupied? Wait, what? Oh, right. Yeah. I was like, this is... Yeah, no, got to go across one. Then you can go out. Let's turn the camera back on itself. That's better. That's better. Ooh, that's better. And then just go across. And then do the same thing. Out. And then just kind of feel it back. Get as close as you can. Doot. So it's not a perfect circle, which is kind of annoying. There's a part of me that's just like, I really want this to be a perfect circle. But it's just not. I can't do it. But that has joined up there, so a little straight section across. Doot. What? Oh, it's the road maintenance teams. It's like, what are these guys doing? They're road maintenancing. Which is fine. Which is fine. So we'll move on a little bit. And then just do the same thing. I'm just looking at the little edge of this and seeing how far people can build out. Just want to get it as close as possible. I think that's about as close as we're going to get. Go across. Go across. Okay. And then do the same thing here. Nope. A little bit more. A little bit less. That bits where it touches. Which is fine. Across. And then... Yeah? It's gonna work? I think it is, yeah. Was this a pain in the butt when you did it last time? Oh, yeah, no, it actually was. Completely a pain in the butt. Yeah, just trying to work out how to do this without wasting too much land. And it was a thing. Yeah, because we just do that. And then that's already joined up. 1, 2, 3 rings. technically we did 1, 2, 3, 4 rings. Garbage is piling up. In terms of population, we now have 15,000, so we've gone up by 5,000? Crime's still 6%, traffic is still, it's this area, but again, traffic lights, I guess we should turn the traffic lights off. But as we're building this, we have tram lines. These are all tram lines that we're putting in at the moment, which is kind of neat. Let's turn that off and just put in one more ring just to keep it symmetrical with everything else. I'll do it from here. And at this point, we just kind of guess, I guess. Feel it in. Yep, just kind of feel it in. What do you mean, feel it? I mean, it doesn't have a circle mode. I wish there was a sort of like, I want to build a circular city, please. That'd be nice. Oh, that's pretty good. Across there. And then doot. Doot. And then across here. And then one more. Doot. I guess into there. And then it's broken track. Track's now not broken anymore. But wait, there's more. Yeah, we've got these diagonals that we put in. So what we can do is find a nice diagonal. And then another one here. Doot, doot, doot. Another one here. Doot, doot, doot. And another one here. Doot, doot, doot. There we go. That's basically what the other circles are. No, that's literally what the other circles are, except for this one, which is a little broken because it touched the highway, and then we put a tunnel underneath the entrance on the way in. This one doesn't have that. But yeah, no, it's not a problem. Not a problem. But wait, there's water. Yeah, I'm gonna put some water in there. That's going to be something that we'll need to do. So we can just go. That is pipe, right? Yes, we are laying pipe. Uh-huh. Don't think about it too hard. I didn't. Do that. That. We'll just take off the pipe that's already there. This one. This one's straight up the middle of the road. Nice. Again, straight in the middle. And what we can do is once we've got enough of the city sorted out, we can in fact... Oh, it's not connected. That is though. Let's just attach all these bits. Not for any other reason, I just like the little dings when you do it. So now we have 1, 2, 3, and this side of the city over here is ready to get stuff done to it. Like what? Well, we can zone it for whatever we want. We're going to need to put electricity in from over here. So we can pick up from... Ooh, I think the gantry might be in the way. Get that. Yeah, the highway is stopping it. Is it though? There we go. There we go. Pick up from there. Cool. So depending on what we're going to zone this for, we can zone it for residential, we can zone it in fact the same way as we've done this one. Might as well do that. Let's have all that all luck. So what do we got? We got low density commercial in the middle, which is fine. There's a little bit of low density commercial that's not plugged in there. I think we've got schools and hospitals and things just kind of around the around there as well. So what we can do is go yes please to all of this, and the brush is going to be a little bit easier than using the bucket fill, because if we use bucket fill, because these are all broken up, we're going to be clicking for ages. Ages and ages and ages. But that should start going down. The demand for commercial should start going down. the trouble is, and anytime someone comes in here and they're just like, excuse me, I'd like to build here, but there's no electricity. Yeah, there's no transport either, my dudes. So that's a fun one. We're going to be on cars for a little bit until we get that sorted out. So we can just paint around the inside. That should start going down. I think, yeah, it's up until the outer circle, so we can just paint stuff into the outer circle as well. And people are already starting to build here, which is kind of neat. But wait, they don't have any emergency services. Well, they're going to need a fire station. Absolutely. They are definitely going to need a hospital. I don't know if I can get the hospital actually. There we go. That should... Well, that covers everything now. Electricity is an issue. Of course it is. So for the time being, let's run some power in. Let's run it. Please get across the road. There. There. Oh, that's all fixed all of a sudden. So we can demolish you. No, I want to demolish it. Please. Allow. Ha! Ah. Curious, more curious. Now can we demolish it? No, no, no. I want to... If I just bring up the roads and hit demolish... What? Okay. Alright. And it won't allow me? That's a weird thing. So we got some power cables running through the city until I know what it is. I think we're on the wrong level. No, I really want to demolish that. There we go. Yeah, we were underground. There we go. Demolished all that, and now it's chased back a little bit. Okay. They've got no education, which is a slight issue. So we can go toot. And let's see. How are we going to get most of the circle filled in? I think that's going to be, yeah, primary schools, universities. I think we can get half the circle with one side, and half the circle on the other. Essentially, yes, but also not really. Modern Technology Institute, though. Let's get you there, and we can do an Institute of Creative Arts over. Yeah, done. The Politsci, police headquarters. We can put that on the inner ring. Doots. So these guys are complaining they haven't got electricity. They'll get it in a minute. It'll be fine. Parks. Well, we can put some parks in the middle. Get some entertainment going. Doot. And... Oh, do I really want to demolish those people's houses? I mean, yeah, sure. Dog park. Put that in there. And just sneak a little... sneak a dog park in there as well. Because everyone likes doggos. Park with trees. On the outside. And let's put one here, but offset from the road, because what I don't want to do is accidentally block any further expansion, which is fine. So you've got primary school, what they don't have is a secondary school, I don't think. High school. So we put high school in here. There's a weird, like, red absent area, so let's put them in There, and there. Okay, cool. That seems like all of that's taken care of now. So we've got fire, we've got health, and we haven't got any. Well, garbage is going to be a bit of an issue. We have. Where do we put the hospital? The hospital's there. So let's put the crematorium next to it. Elder care. We can put the elder care in. Oh, it really doesn't like the radius. That's the thing. Elder care here and here, and that should get most of those guys. And then I think it's childcare, elementary schools. I think it's actually under health, isn't it? Sauna, medical clinic. No. One of these is elder care, child care. There we go. So you can put that here and here, and I think that's pretty much what we need just to get everything started. In terms of power, everything's gonna slowly get connected as everything everyone builds out. If we zone it, we just be like, oh, low density oh, that's high density. Don't really want that. I wanted, oh no, that is high density. Yeah, okay, all right. We can do some low density around here and here. High density in here and here. Low density. Let's put low density here. Oh, they're desperate for electricity. Okay, I don't think we can wait. Let's see if we can put in power line. There you go. You get a power line, and you get a power line. There you go. You get a power line. You get a power line. You get a power line. Unfortunately, you don't get a power line. Oh, we'll put it around the outside, like the Buffalo Girls. There you go. Power lines are on the outside. And dudes go. And we'll just get rid of those in the future. Good. Well, population is now 16,000. And we have an extra area of city, which is now building up, I guess. Yeah, people are moving in, so demand for residential and commercial is pretty low. We now have power going out to that anyway. Yeah, it's pretty decent. What we could probably do is throw some, I mean, we can throw another road connection on here if we wanted to. I don't think there's too much traffic at this Cloverleaf at the moment. There's a lot of stuff shooting backwards and forwards. Let's just see what the traffic's doing. Exactly what I thought it might do. So the arterial roads going through town are flow is 75%, but I think that's genuinely because of, well, there might be just traffic lights. Yeah, it's not too bad. All right. In terms of people riding, 881 people per week are riding the trams. Okay, that is kind of neat though. What we could do is put a spur off. So if we go doot and go, it's a little spur this way. In fact, we could put a spur this way and then maybe somehow join up to the city along here, but that might, I think I'd rather have arterial routes from one side to the other. But what we could do is go doot. That doesn't go anywhere though. No, I know, it's fine. Yeah, and then throw a tram on that. Yes. Okay, so we're gonna need Not the metro. Trams. Tram depot. Must be placed roadside. There we go. So that should, hopefully... In fact, I can't delete... I don't think I can... Oh, I could delete that. I'm just wondering if we can put that end on? Oh no, that now just awkwardly goes in and out, but that is a connected tram system. Alright, fine. Fine. Okay, tram line. Alright, well, what we could do is create a new line. And you have to be left or right of the street. So if you zoom in, there is a left and a right. And we've chosen that the traffic goes on the left-hand side. So what we can do is go... do... and then, like, do... left-hand side, left-hand side, left-hand side. Actually, maybe do we want that? We can just right-click to get rid of the stops. We can just get rid of the stops by right-clicking on them. Let's do that. Let's get rid of some of these. And think about this. How are the people going to want to... They're very upset that we're taking their unfinished tram line away. They're probably going to want to get to the inner ring. And maybe out here. So maybe we just do 2 lines. So, okay. One at the hospital. Around the outside. And then we go out to here. Into here. And then join up again. And that's 1 line. It's 1 complete line. And then we can do the same thing as well, sort of out here. So we can create a tram line. Which sort of goes in and around the center part of the city. There you go. So now we've got a couple of tram lines which should be going around, and there are in fact trams moving around. Neat. Ding ding. Ah, yeah. Cool. So we got 2-lane highway, we got trams, and pedestrians can just kind of wander around doing pedestrian things. That is so neat. Excellent. Excellent. Oh, that's got no power to it though. Oh no, what do we do? That's fine. It's got power now. It's like we're not going to work. You're not? No, we can't work. We haven't got any power. What is that symbol? End of line? Okay, it really doesn't like the yeah, it really doesn't like this, does it? No road access. It has road access. It's already... Oh. Okay. Yeah, we can sort this out. That's not a problem. Okay, so for a second, you're not going to have any electricity. Don't worry about it. I'm not either. Check this out. Oops. Yeah, because we... Okay, fine. I'm going to demolish you for a hot second. Yes, please. We will then build... here. And put the tram depot... here. There you go. That's fine. And then that can go to that. There you go. It needs the road. It really, really wants a bit of road next to it, which is what we've done. We actually put the wrong road next to it, but this doesn't go anywhere and we're not going to put anything there. It'll be fine for the time being. So all the little trams have to go back out again because we demolished their depot. But that's alright. That's fine. How many people in the city now? Everyone's happy, which is nice. 18,000. 18,000. That's crazy. How much garbage are they making? Quite a bit. Unfortunately, the garbage area is over there. But that's fine. What we can do is give them their own little garbage area. I mean, we can always demolish that and remake it. So what we can do is come here. In fact, I'm just going to go over here and just check and see what road we've got. Highway into dual road. Okay, fine. Fine. Well, that's exactly what that is. So just grab some rando dual road, I guess. Is that it? Oh, square. Yeah. So why are you putting this outside of the city? That is an excellent question. Pollution, mostly. I just want that to be a little bit... Is that the same... It's not even the same road. Oh my god, alright. Although I do think I like it. I kind of prefer it with the green, I'm gonna be honest. I was just looking to see how far... I think that's about the same, but I will just... get rid of that. And put it with the green! Oh yeah. Gotta go across the end first. There you go. Oh, did we go a little bit too far? I think we did. I think the best way of doing this is just go to there and then back. There we go. And then we can give these guys some services. The services that they wouldn't otherwise have. Just double check the water, which doesn't cover this area. You, and you. Okay. And then give them... it's garbage day. Oh, out of city limits. Okay, well we can give them garbage day. So now these guys are quite happy because they've got more garbage collections. These guys got garbage and stuff going on. We could, in fact, decide if we want to put higher capacity medical helicopter depot. Because of the noise, we could put it on the outside of town. I mean, that should already be okay over there, and that's fine. What else have we got over here? We've got the prison. In fact, yeah, what do we have over here? That is an excellent question. Road maintenance, helicopter, fire, helicopter medical. I think helicopter police as well. And then it's just all the recycling centres and the prisons. Yeah, and we could do road maintenance over here as well if we wanted to. Boop. That's not it. That's it. Road maintenance depot. All right. So we could go dupe and dupe. This lot's like, we don't have any electricity. You will. You will. Don't worry about it. May as well just add some more recycling centres while we're at it. Do, and do. There you go. I'll sort that out. What about power? Done. Just done. This doesn't need a power line anymore because the city's built out to meet it. That power line is feeding... No, that's that one. This one's now redundant. So get rid of that and that and that. Good. so the power line's redundant there. This one is redundant. Yeah, because of this building here. So what's zoning like? Oh, that one house. That one house is keeping the hospital online. That's kind of neat. All right. So yeah, we have built another area. It's all right. Fine. Is it though? We could do high density commercial if we wanted to, because the market for commercial is going up. So we could do that. Do that. I think this area is probably going to have a harder time with traffic because we don't have connected tram services, because the tram services are connected using these link roads between the left and right halves of this original city. But the tram services here are just kind of like not, they're sort of contained within this area. Currently 886 people are riding it per week. But I think what we can do is then do subways between this whole area. So we can probably put in another circle maybe by rerouting this highway. And then when we've got that going, what we can then do is, subways to go in here. So I think everything is looking fine. General happiness. It's all right. What do you guys want? You are 0 of 10 households. That's why you're unhappy. You are operating normally. Okay, so the red ones appear to have nobody in them. Okay. Not enough educated workers. Well, we're working on that. Noises. Yeah, it's just clover leaves, I think. We could probably come in and sort that out using... I mean, we have fenced highway running through the city, but it's not too bad. 25%. Pollution is limited to the outer cities and the industrial zone. Well, you know how it is. Fire safety is pretty much 100%. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Health is also pretty good. Garbage day is, again, very good. Education. These guys are okay. What do these guys need in terms of education? High schools. So they've got high schools, university equivalent, public library they don't have over here. There's only 3 public libraries over there. I can't even remember where the public library is. Public library. Right, okay, fine. You say it funny. Because you say it funny? What? Don't worry about it. So we've got a couple of public libraries in. Neat. Everyone's happy about that. So education should slowly go up there. Population, mostly adults. Yeah, mostly adults, mostly families. It's kind of neat. In terms of trams and things, I think we got better tram system up this way than it is over here. Yeah, we've already done noise. Crime is fine. Wealth. Land value. Land value high. Yeah, it's pretty decent. I'm gonna be honest. Pretty decent. We haven't filled in the whole area in these 2 circles anyway. Leisure. Oh, well, it's about as exact I would expect. Okay. And road maintenance. Road maintenance is... It's alright. Some boosted roads in there. Neat. And then traffic and routes. Oh, traffic and routes is fun. You can click on a bit of road section and you see where everyone's going. So they're sort of coming into the city. There's a lot of stuff sort of milling around here, but it's this main arterial route up to this cloverleaf. High priority road. Click on that and see where people are going, which is neat. So some people are going over the bridge and then filtering off into town. These other routes are taking some traffic, which is nice. And then the cul-de-sacs should have, yeah, pretty much nothing on them. Yeah, not bad. Still not bad at all. I think this is much better than it was. Power generation and water is fine. Garbage processing is now, like, we can process 500,000 units, and they're creating 250,000 units. So we have healthcare capacity for 2,000 people. 6 citizens is 0. Death care, deceased 13, but we've got crematoriums. Childcare, average health is 94%. Children and teens, 6,900. And seniors, 2,400. So yeah, it's looking pretty good. Residential and commercial levels, okay. I would say the industrial's not as industrial as it could be, but that's fine. So yeah, I think everything at the moment is looking pretty decent. Nice. Yeah, I'm preferring the circular city layouts. They are definitely working for me a little bit better than we had with the original square layout, the grid layout of Barkerville. And because we're using tram lines to build everything up, then public transport is just built straight into the city, which is sweet. And we have all the space underground to build the metros. Neat. However, I'm going to leave it there for the time being. So if you want to see more, definitely say so in the comments. Just be like, I'd like to see more, please. But this was really just a one-off, and this was the follow-up to that one-off because, yeah, I thought I could do it better. And it turns out we can do it better. How many people are in the city right now? We have 20,000. So what have we done? Doubled the population since we started playing an hour ago. Neat. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there for the time being. If you like, definitely leave a little like. Leave a subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. If you want notifications, don't click the bell. If you don't want notifications, don't click the bell. And I'll tell you what, I'll catch you next time.